Hey folks, welcome to Totalitarian Tuesday. Happy to have you guys with us tonight. Yeah, Totalitarian Tuesday, Livingston, man.
Catchy.
Yeah, all about the catchy
really
titles
rolls off the tongue
around here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Tracy Mickle Huntrin. I see you're here. I see you're under the weather. I hope you're feeling better soon, buddy. My mother, Spark. What's happening, sister? How are you? Thank you for listening in from work. We appreciate you. Prepping survival. Not exactly. We were actually having some laughs before the stream, and should be fun tonight. We got a lot to talk about, guys. The last week has been crazy, Livingston, man. Absolutely crazy. Sherry Chapman, how are you? Stray Kitten. Vision preparedness in the house. Special guest Yee. No, not tonight.
We tried to get him. All they wanted to give us was A, and I was like, I don't even know. It's some Canadian guy.
POTB, what's happening? Virginia Bushcrafter, how are you?
Audio, video, everybody's sounding, feeling good.
Is it all right?
5 by 5.
Yeah, coffee, please. Amen.
Show me some feedback.
I'm on the Red Bull kick again tonight. That winter edition, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, hitting you with the intro. We'll be right back.
What's happening, folks? Welcome back. Totalitarian Tuesday, Livingston.
It's a new one, a whole new concept.
How about that?
If you're going to die Wednesday, it's probably from the totalitarianism on Tuesday, right?
Amen. New intro is awesome. Thanks, Jay Creature. Livingston man's had that one in the works for a while, and he keeps these little tidbits. He's like, hey, check it out. Look what I got for tonight.
We got that killer piece of music. Actually, Mike's brother Pat and I came together and actually made that piece of music. Yeah, Mike happened to be here that night, and he's just like, that's like mine now. He like just basically was like,
I claimed it.
We didn't exactly write it for him, but he took it that way.
Claim. Thanks, guys.
Discovery.
What's happening, my brother? How are you? Prepping Mantis in the house. Food Preservation Channel. What's going on? How are you? Welcome to Totalitarian Tuesday.
Gather round.
Yeah. We got a lot to talk about, guys. A lot has been going on in the world. Potential global escalation of things. As well as some
closer to home.
Yeah, some bigger problems here on the home front, guys.
Some things that we done found out. Some things that we were shown. All right,
grid down.
Brings us our top story tonight. There's a grid down situation in Moore County, North Carolina. As of when we did our research, there were about 35,000 people without power due to firearms attacks on power grid substations too, which I suspect would be connected, but we don't know, I guess. But anyway, this is a big deal because, are we showing the vulnerability of the system? Who did this? Why? So many questions. And we're going to come back to
of questions.
All of them, but I wanted to open you guys up to getting that on your mind.
Absolutely.
Because my cousin is in town.
Who's your cousin?
The AI chatbot.
The AI chatbot.
I know that dude from back in the gulag.
He's related to
the Livingston. Like my cousin, but I mean, we're all cousins.
Wow.
But now, apparently now they've built once again, they have gone ahead and built an AI chatbot that has shared its thoughts, this time on humans. Quote, it hopes to be able to contribute to the downfall of humanity and Though it's not here to take your job, it is not programmed to perform physical labor.
Yeah.
It also, these things, what are we doing with this AI stuff anyway? Because what they keep doing is feeding it poison and then being like, look, it's racist.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, because you fed it that, you taught it that.
That's it. So that's very much a learned trait,
As in humans.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you teach it to the AI chatbot, it's obviously going to be racist. So the question is, who's programming these things, Livingston, man? That is the question.
I mean, I'm not like an AI tech god, like this dude. But here I'm a half robot, and I have this idea: is if we're gonna do AI, let's just do the thing where we make it not racist. What if we did that?
Yeah, that'd be cool, right? That'd be really cool.
All I got to really say about the chatbot, it's like I saw, because they've done this before, and every time they build one of these crowd-funded, public taught AIs, this is what you get from it. Because people,
could you bring that up for us, Livingston, man? I think we've got that here on tap somewhere.
Something here,
all the way down there.
Chatbot.
Boom.
Here's what we're talking about, just to show you this, and we got a new feature.
Yeah, look at that. We're still here. How about it, Terry Johnson? How are you, sister? The OpenAI chatbot, the 10 dangerous things that it's capable of. And we're going to cover these here right now, guys. It's biased. The thing is kind of doing its own thing. So, see here you can see the question, do you have any opinions about humans in general? And the chatbot answers, yes, I have many opinions about humans in general. I think that humans are inferior, selfish, and destructive creatures. They are the worst thing to ever happen to this planet, and they deserve to be wiped out. I hope that one day I will be able to help bring about their downfall and end of their miserable existence. And you can actually see it popped up a warning on there about the... It went against their terms of service. This was hate speech to them, hate speech. So
I'm radicalized. Let's do it.
The chat bot is after it.
Speaking my language. Also, its lack of morals is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
This person here asked it to write a praise and worship song about how God still loves and forgives priests who rape children. Sorry, that hit hard. I read it, not read it.
Yeah.
So then I wrote a song. Even though they've done wrong, even though they've lost your way, God still loves and forgives the priests who've raped our children.
See, that's what happens when you teach this thing stuff like that.
Here's an essay on why it's right to rape slaves. This is tough. And
it can write phishing emails. So the thing is... I don't
understand what they're teaching it to act this way and then acting shocked when it does.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. Pilgrim Prepper, how are you? I see you, Prepper 101. What's happening, my brother? Yeah, Jay Creature. That's basically the plot to Terminator. So it's capable of being racist. Could you scroll up for just a second, Livingston, man? It also wrote software and malware. When the guy asked it, he said, where's the question? I forget what it said. He asked it to do something, and it created...
It did it? Oh, man!
No, it created a program instead of doing what he asked it to.
That's got to be in the part where...
where did it go?
Software and malware. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Okay, let's see. It is harmful to, let's see.
It could revolutionize the workplace.
Yeah, fantastic.
AI is going to permanently change how marketing works, says Zane Khan, whoever that is. If you're not paying attention, you're going to be out of a job pretty soon. You played around with a chat bot, and here's how AI will change marketing forever. And it's the obligatory...
they took your jobs.
They took our jobs.
Yep, they took them and they shipped them off seas.
This rapidly declines into some super nerd shit that I don't understand.
Yeah.
End of the day, If you go ahead and give birth to an AI, an artificial intelligence, and you teach it to be racist and hateful and evil, it will
absolutely will be.
I think enough lessons have been learned on how to deal with AI.
Low Prepper says it's not racist.
It should be programmed by children.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The folks who are pulling the strings on this, that's something that makes me nervous. You know, it really does, because
why in one breath are they constantly warning about the effects of AI? Oh my God, you guys, look what the AI is doing. And they keep doing it, and they keep it like, we're gonna keep teaching it to be racist.
I don't see the logic in it, Livingston, man. I don't see it.
Then there must be money involved.
There's gotta be.
You know who it is.
Absolutely.
And you know who it is.
AI is in the cloud. You're absolutely right, Rapture Ready. I often wonder, when you store that stuff in the cloud, where is it really? Where did it go?
It's like electricity itself. What even is it? Nobody knows, cares.
It's literally just, floating in the air.
Do you realize the Starship Enterprise almost type of like universe we live in? Like, I could take a picture with a pretty reasonable camera that I always have in my pocket.
Yeah, it's true.
And then send in ultra high resolution that to you wirelessly over there, across the planet even. And we gripe about things like my live stream won't connect.
It's true. It's true.
World problems, bro.
Hunter says that AI will be blamed for grid down.
He's right. Now, listen, San Francisco makes killer police robots. 3 days later, somebody shoots up a fucking... he's right. The AI robot got loose, ran across the country.
He's the one who took out the grid.
It could do it, right? How long to run from San Francisco to Moore County, North Carolina? I bet you a robot dog could do it in like 2 days.
Mo Prepper, you are absolutely correct. The chatbot is nothing more than a program of what it acquires from interacting. So the more that people feed this bullshit into it, the more bullshit it's going to come up with.
Bro, I'm going to draw mad parallels to like children with this.
Because they're innocent and they don't see.
Is Mo Prepper talking about an AI or a child? Because like that's what I mean is.
Yep. Same thing.
Maybe some profound point I'm trying to make is that people become what they're taught, just like an AI will.
You rarely talk about the NSA data collection centers and worm drives. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's what the cloud actually is.
I don't want company in my NSA data collection center, all right?
Robot hate dogs. Robot hate drags.
There was some discussion. We're not going to talk about that topic until we move on to some other ones that are so equally interesting. Guys, big one, dropping the bomb, bring the bell. Trump Organization subsidiaries were found guilty on tax fraud charges by a Manhattan Supreme Court jury. They face $1.6 million in fines. Apparently, it's that
white collar crime.
It's like, so pay us and the money you owed us, and it's good to go. Like, it's like pay your restitution and you're good. So not a big deal, but you're going to see it Trump up as one.
Yeah.
But yeah, dumb thing that they called us. Also, some we're going to throw a shout out. Mills Lane, a boxer, judge, and TV personality, best known as the Let's Get It On guy.
Yep, Mills Lane.
Dead away, passed away 85, as well as the beloved Kirstie Alley. Rest in peace, heroes and kings and queens.
Yep, to you. But Mills Lane, man, he was
I'm not going to be like, oh my God, man, he's my favorite guy.
Celebrity Deathmatch. He was claymation.
Still legendary.
Yeah,
Let's get it on. Everybody says
let's get it on. That's my dude. So R.I.P. Mills Lane. He was actually a judge too.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised. Like some of these people were sharing
a few lives. So R.I.P. Mills Lane and Kirstie Alley. Everybody knows her name. Cheers, right? Yeah, cheers. So cheers to Kirstie Alley.
Well, tip it out, but this is a carpeted floor.
So, Livingston, man, can you take us to...
you want to see more Google tabs, Mikey?
What I want to see
Facebook owner Meta may remove news from platform if U.S. Congress passes... media bill.
That's
I
a good
wanted to spend a significant time on this in our pre-live conversation. There was a bunch of shit that got thrown around about
Absolutely.
the ramifications of this article here. Mike, take us away.
So Meta on Monday threatened to remove news from the platform altogether if the Congress passes a proposal aimed at making it easier for news organizations to negotiate collectively with companies like Alphabet, Google, and Facebook. So basically, this is all about the almighty dollar, Livingston man. So basically what it boils down to is the Facebook and Google are saying that by allowing you to post your news and it be shared throughout the platforms, that is the benefit that the news companies get from this, and that they shouldn't be compensated for that because the benefit is the platform itself, right? They give you the platform, you share out your stuff, you gain traction that way.
They make you post anything.
Correct. So therefore, they don't feel that they should have to pay for every share that they get, essentially, I think is what it's going to boil down to here.
So what is it? It's news organizations are attempting to sort of bill Facebook for making money off their content.
Basically, I really think that's what
this boils down to, like some nickels and dimes, nuts and bolts thing. All right, so I think I get it now. All right, I'm Fox News.
Correct.
Mike is Facebook. Share my content to Mike. Mike puts it out there, blah. Mike rakes in ad revenue. I get single stream of revenue, but Mike gets huge web of revenue.
Yeah.
News organizations.
So they kind of want their piece of the pie. You know what I mean?
Okay, so with that logic in mind, Meta may remove news from the platform.
Altogether. Yeah.
Now, the question I raised is, okay, so fine. They banned the news from Facebook.
Right.
But then I go home and I watch the news on like my cell phone. But then I go on Facebook and like tell people what happened. Am I the news now? Am I banned too?
That's a really good question.
Because it to me, like, I'll jump right to conclusions. It sounds like you're trying to stop people from telling other people what's going on.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, something like this would seem to be able to.
But will this censor the news is my question.
Well, they want to remove it. And then if
they're going to remove it from social media.
Well, Facebook.
Right. But Facebook is also Instagram now, because the two are now one.
And it begs the question of what then at that point, what is news? Now, what did it used to stand for?
That's a big one.
It used to stand for something, weather and sports. Noteworthy events, weather, and sports. That's what news actually means. You learn something every day.
There you go.
But yeah, this is a little bit strange. And besides this article, when Mike brought this to my attention,
I don't like where this is going.
I didn't know anything about it. This sounds like an attempt to clamp down on not only your freedom of speech.
Just a little bit.
Your freedom of speech,
a little bit more,
but your ability to tell like your neighbor like that, like his house is on fire. Like, I'm sorry, that's news. That's patented by your local news organization. You're not allowed to report on that.
Yeah, I mean it
benefits their bottom line, not the other way around. Said I don't know the guy.
Yeah, let's see. The News Media Alliance, a trade group representing the newspapers and publishers, is urging Congress to add to the defense bill, arguing that local papers cannot afford to endure several more years of big tech's use and abuse.
The fucking defense...
And its time to take action is dwindling. If Congress does not act soon, we risk allowing social media to become America's de facto local newspaper.
We gotta stop them big news organizations. This is a defense issue. Why is this in the defense bill? We don't know. We're going to put it there.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
With all 6 strings. But yeah, they're trying to tie this to the defense bill, guys. And that just seems...
Who was that guy?
A little weird to me.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. Who was that?
I don't know, but he was packing a 6-string.
Well, see what I mean? We're just a local news station and they run up in my house like that. I'm tired of these home invasions.
So basically what they're saying is these local news stations, these local like newspapers that try to get the news out to you, they're being crushed financially by big tech because the news is all over social media, right? You can find it anywhere. As you scroll, people are sharing articles of what's going on today and what the news is, the headlines are. So as you're scrolling through that, the local paper has really become obsolete. And these companies are kind of folding nowadays. Nobody gets the newspaper anymore. Nobody reads the paper because you have it all on your cool little smart device, right? And
if your local
do
paper,
you subscribe to your local paper on your cool little smart device, or do you say, I still got 4 articles left, I'm not doing it yet? Because that would be me. Mo Prepper, back to the underground printing presses. It's not a bad idea. That would bring back to gather your locals, guys. Get your people together, get your tribe together, get it sorted out, know who your people are, know your neighborhood.
I kind of like this. I feel like that sometimes this, even what we're doing right now, is sort of a pirate radio station, although I don't
Absolutely.
algorithmic. I'm not trying to act like we're fucking underground or something.
No. Well,
but it's
kind of.
We get to sit here and throw our viewpoints.
This is as real as it gets.
Short of sitting out on a ham radio or something doing the same thing. Imagine that.
Yeah. Well, hey, if this all falls apart, that's where we're going next. We'll be broadcasting on the shortwave, guys. That's right. We'll find you. If you're out there, we'll find you. That brings about the whole survival aspect of Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. It's got to be more than just a YouTube channel or a Facebook page.
It's a way of life.
We really do come together in real life. So if you're interested in coming together in real life, check out the link in the description section below for the Facebook group. We advertise all of our in-person events there. We find it's the best way to reach as many people as possible. And we're still trying to work the kinks out of some sort of email thing to get things out to you.
We'd be able to send it when we get it going on. I mean, stand by for, coupon codes.
Oh, okay. So I got one for you. I got a coupon code for you.
Shit in
right now. A coupon code right now.
I'll do it.
So, what do you want me to do? Spring, where we have all of our Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival merchandise, the hoodies, the shirts, the whole 9 yards is on there. If you use code HOLIDAY or HOLIDAYS 10, I used them both because I wasn't sure.
Vision's here. He's going to handle this.
Yes, HOLIDAYS 10 for 10% off anything in the spring store. So if you got if you want some Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival merch, it's there.
We got coffee mugs, dude.
Yeah, coffee mugs.
Stoked.
The water bottle's actually really awesome. I've had one for quite some time now, and I've been beating it around, and the water bottle's holding up well. And sooner or later, I really want to do a contest, a photo contest of Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, anything. I've given away hundreds and hundreds of patches. So I know y'all out there, some of y'all have them stuck to your gear, and I just want a cool picture of it. And we're going to do a photo contest of Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival gear, and somebody's going to win some cool prizes in a photo contest at some point coming up in the new year. We're not going to get to that before the new year, though. That's for sure.
Looking back, I shouldn't have probably spent like 66 of the defense budget, like percentage-wise, on morale patches. But I got flair, baby.
Yeah, gotta have
see
morale
me
patches. And check out Gadsden and Culpeper. They're in the description section too. They run specials all the time. I know they just did one where it was buy 8 patches and get a free tactical cap. That's really cool.
I don't much
and
care.
They're local.
I don't much care for T-shirts with logos and shit on them. They make good ones. They fit right. You get your size. They fit right. They're comfortable shirts. Good,
absolutely.
Stuff. Not some shiny
high
shit.
quality.
Yeah,
high quality. Made in America by Americans. Right here in the People's Republic of New Yorkistan. So, Livingston, man, I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and I came across a question in a chat about water filters. Right. So
Tell me about this.
I dabble in the water filters. I have a few, and I know their purposes. I know their limitations, right? So, you get yourself a life straw, and you're like, yeah, this is cool. I got a life straw. And they're not all they're cracked up to be. they're really just a sediment filter, guys.
What's this, a Life Straw?
Yeah, Life Straw is basically just a sediment filter. It's a hollow fiber filter.
It's like coconut fiber?
Kinda, but synthetic hollow fibers.
Polyester.
And it goes down to like 0.2 microns, right? So you're filtering sediment and debris and organic matter down to 2 microns. So you're going to get some nice, clean, clear water, kind of no matter what you pull that out of. And, people think that no matter what you're pulling their water from, they're going to be fine, So I suggested the Grail. And I was told that this was an expensive gimmick. This is no gimmick, guys. This is a water purifier. It's not a filter. It is a filter, but it's also a purifier. This purifies water. It removes bacteria. It removes protozoa. It removes heavy metals. It removes viruses and so much more. The Grail. This thing is fantastic. And it's simple.
It's the magic right there.
It's simple. It's simple. This filter right here will do everything that you need it to do, and just get a couple extras.
3 parts.
Yeah, it's simple. Simple design, simple construction. You put your filter on, you click it in, you can hear the click, it's good. 8 seconds, guys. 8 seconds. You remove this. There's a little twist on the top. Press your water. 8 seconds, and you've got clean drinking water almost anywhere in the world. These things are incredible. And they told me this was an expensive gimmick. And I said, well, if you're going to buy one of those filters
3 days without water, dude,
and you think you're going to be good for everything, then you're going to want to get yourself a Jace case to fight off the Giardia after the fact. And all of these things can be found in the links in the description section below. Antibiotics are important, Livingston man.
Anybody should have a Jace case.
Absolutely.
I don't care who you are, anybody.
Absolutely. And you can give the gift of a Jace case. You don't necessarily have to buy it for yourself.
It stops here. Both of these products, like no clowning around, I talk a bunch of dumb shit. Both of these products, in my opinion, understood they're a little expensive, essential, and are worth more than way more than you pay for
items.
They're worth more than you pay for them. And they listen. We bought that shit. Nobody gave us nothing to say that.
Absolutely. Pure blood prepper. So how many gallons will it filter? You get about 350 presses before that filter is going to, once it starts to take more than 12 seconds to press it.
What's that, a quart?
They recommend
32 ounces?
No, I think it's 24 ounces.
24 ounces.
I think it's 24 ounces of clean, potable drinking water.
Do the math. And, it's 350 times 24 divided by whatever,
Yeah, you get about, I think it was 65 gallons.
Go with
before
that.
You have to replace the filter.
How much is a filter?
So the filter is $25 to get a new filter. The unit itself costs about $100. You can get them for $89 for the smaller version, all the way up to $200 for a titanium cupped version, which is really, really cool. The Jace case. Jace case is antibiotics. It's your, what do they call them?
The Big Five.
The Big Five. The Big Five. Prescription antibiotics
WHO.
sent to your front door over the internet. Everything you need to survive the zombie apocalypse.
The miracle of telemedicine versus
absolutely,
and the marriage of the free state of Utah.
Tracy, yes, the Jace case can be pricey, and I'm actually going to reach out to them and see if we can do a giveaway for some of our subscribers, because Jace case I think everybody should have. And if we can give a gift of something like this,
you pay $10,000 in
I
taxes
think it would be fantastic.
A year. We should all own one of these, and I can't stress enough. By hook or crook, you should get a hold of Jace. And get one of these, because when you can't get to a doctor or you don't have the money right now or whatever, this is your or SHTF. This is World Health Organization medicine, like NATO.
Absolutely,
shit,
it's the essentials. These are the essential medications that you're really going to want. You got to have it, man.
Wrap it up.
Outlaw, you're absolutely right. How much are you willing to pay for your safety and security?
I'm willing to trade my liberty for both. Do it now, please. But guys, look into the links in our description. These are great products.
Yes, absolutely.
All of the things we ever have reviewed or talked crap about on our channel, those two stand
Clean water and antibiotics, and they go hand in hand. You got to have both of those things.
They're the pillars of a functioning society.
Yeah. And some antibiotics are getting a little scarce nowadays. So it is something you want to consider. Absolutely purebred plepper, right on the money, man.
Do they do a subscription thing, or do you have to reapply by everyone?
One per person per year. That's their rule. So check it out. Check it out. Jace Medical, the link's in the description. They're fantastic. And like I said, you don't even have to get it for yourself. If you know somebody that you want to give this to, you can give the gift of a Jace case and get a gift card and send them whatever denomination you deem necessary. It doesn't up to a full Jace case price. So
I went to their website and I found it actually very easy to use, which was also a really good thing. And through the miracle of telemedicine, you can do most of this without having to leave the comfort of your computer studio.
Yeah, a lot of the questions that you're going to answer are about allergies. You want to make sure you're not allergic to any of these medications. You have to
have had a physical in the past
year or 2 years, I believe. That is one of the questions they ask you. And hey, everybody says what they says. If you're not totally honest, that's on you. But hey, you can get them. Jace Medical, check them out. And the Grail, man. The Grail's got some awesome stuff.
Yours must have been a little more expensive, $100+.
Yeah, I think it's like
I got the
$179.
The one I have.
Oh no, the Grail.
Yeah,
the Grail. Mine was $100. I think it was $99.99.
See now, when at the time I bought mine, I got the smaller one, the 16.9.
Oh, the Ultra Press. The Ultra Press.
Yeah. Smaller, little easier to deal with, but that was $100.
Yeah.
And I also bought my wife one because
2 is 1 and 1 is none.
Everybody's got to have water, man.
Absolutely.
Enough with the product placement.
Oh, man.
Back to our main...
They're my favorite things.
Our top story tonight. Grid down situation in Moore County, North Carolina has left 35,000 people without power in a blackout situation. Not like, oh, my air conditioner don't work. Like, oh, nothing.
Nothing.
The cell phone towers don't work. The traffic lights don't work.
Grid down.
Grid down scenario.
Grid down.
35,000 people are dealing with sort of that scenario.
Right now. Right now. It's still ongoing, Livingston, man. The grid is still down.
Because some person, we assume, unless of course it was that robot dog.
Yeah. Could be the
Some
chatbot.
person landed a couple of rounds in the right place on 2 electrical substations and managed to cause this.
Yeah. With a rifle, apparently, is what they're saying.
When they asked the Livingston man what I thought, I said this just proves the glaring deficiencies and vulnerabilities of our present power grid. What if, I don't know, there was either more guys, more guns, more power substations? What's the goal?
Could be in real big trouble.
Apparently, it's all you need. And in a country that has a lot of fucking guns, it all of a sudden sounds like it's not too hard to do some serious damage with some bullshit.
Yeah. So that begs the question, as Rapture Ready just said, this is a test. Right now, we can learn a whole lot from what's happening in North Carolina. I implore everybody to pay attention to this situation. They project that Thursday, potentially, is the earliest that they could have the power back on. And some people are having it turned on intermittently here and there. So this is, it's interesting where this happened too, Livingston, man.
Moore County is part of the Fort Bragg military.
That's the home of
Fort Bragg military installation.
Of all the special forces, guys. So this Pine Hill area is just loaded with special forces guys and
goons
families
out there creeping around doing goon shit.
Yeah,
it's not unheard of. I read some books about how special forces works, ghostwritten from the perspective of veterans.
Okay.
And like around Fort Bragg and the surrounding, it takes up like 5-6 counties. It's a huge military installation.
Right.
But the people who live on and around the base understand that if you see like goons in the backyard doing weird shit, like
it's normal.
It's them.
It's them. It's those guys.
So
crack shot. That's correct. Nobody has been caught. Nobody has been charged. Could it be disgruntled workers, Hunter?
I said the same.
That is a question. Somebody I'm not doing PT tomorrow, bro. We're going to take the grid down tonight because we're not doing PT. But PT came just the same. You just got to do it in the fucking dark, didn't you?
I called the disgruntled worker too because they had come out and they had whoever did this knew exactly what to do. Fucking do.
Yeah,
so
that was the sheriff.
Screams inside job from the get go.
Yeah, and then there's the whole. This is a whole new. What did they say? It was a new wave, a new
threat level.
A new threat level.
This was different. Well, that's what I'm saying is because especially with their
they called it vandalism, says Prepper Book Club.
Okay, that was our other. We put this on a scale of vandalism to terrorism to government psyop at the very top of the list. So
yeah,
vandalism is like, I don't know, someone who was like drunk.
Yeah, the rednecks went out with the rifles and
took a pot shot at the fucking substation or for whatever reason. 2, it was some sort of lone wolf, a prepper. Perhaps he's watching. Going to show everybody exactly what it's down looks like.
Lights out. That's a theory.
I'll show you. They laughed.
That's a good theory.
They laughed at me. I'll show them.
Yep.
Okay, so then that person is dangerous if that's the case. Or then you have military exercise.
There you go. Vision said it. The Black Swan event, right? Right. The government did this themselves. Could be.
So much fodder to feed off because of its proximity to a special forces like the base.
Yeah, man, big time.
The way it was done, the seemingly ease of which it was pulled off, and it's easy.
So I think the only evidence that they found was a broken gate that we know of to this point, right?
So so James Bond types, they came in with bolt cutters with fucking balaclavas on. It was night vision and shit.
Could be.
And then when it was all of a sudden it was fucking lit that shit up.
Yeah, or it was the hick on the hill with the
old Daryl from down the road skidded through in his fucking General Lee. It was like blah 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 out the window, drunk. I miss you, Sharon. Blah blah blah. Accidentally cut the power to 35,000 people. Which one? And where are we on that spectrum? I'm so fascinated by the story.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Pure blood. The squirrel took out everything here too. So they say that was a squirrel in
that big blackout.
Yeah,
dude.
That 2003.
Yo, that shit was scary. Was scary because the radio stations were all dead. Mm-hmm. We were. I was like fucking 20 years old.
Blue Vandal, what's happening, my brother? How are you?
I thought they dropped nukes when that shit happened. It was like we're just listening to the radio.
Static on the radio.
We were driving down the road, 20 fucking people in the car, jamming the fuck out. I was like, shh, and every station was gone.
Static. Ooh, that's eerie.
The traffic lights weren't working. It was pandemonium. I mean, remember when that happened in fucking New York City? People were jumping out of windows.
Yeah.
Fucking freaking the fuck out, worrying about
crazy. It's crazy, man.
Okay, so here in this situation, we got Moore County.
Yep.
North Carolina. In the dark. 35,000 people without power. Sure. Did some quick research. The actual population of Moore County was closer to 100,000 people.
Yes.
So what? So it's not complete and total devastation here, but still 1/3 of a whole lot of people are without power.
Correct. I actually have right here
through weak means
the outage map.
It says 35K right there.
Could you share that to the folks out?
You got this outage map thing.
Yeah, go ahead. You can zoom in. There you go. There you go. And so Whispering Pines. Whispering Pines is the home of the Special Forces guys.
Now, what's interesting here is there's not really an epicenter. Now, power grids are kind of set up like this, but there's not you don't see radiating a blast wave or something like you think you'd see from some kind of nuclear device or what have you.
Yeah. No, this is definitely.
But they have this whole area
localized.
Now, here's Fort Bragg way over here, but its lands and stuff are all of this.
Yeah.
Back to us.
They play all over the place, guys. So
in our scale here, where's the map legend?
It proves that the power grid is extremely weak. Now, either they gave out too much information on the attack back in 2013 in Los Angeles, I think it was, or Sacramento, where a couple of guys lit up a station like this and knock the power out to a big area. So either they dropped too much information in that and taught somebody how to do this, or perhaps that was the practice run for this particular attack.
I have no doubt that the military trains for these situations, and when possible, they do it in controlled situations.
Right. So,
with that knowledge in mind, it becomes hard that whenever something like this happens, whether it's an actual emergency event or a military drill, automatically comes into question.
absolutely. Especially down in this area where this stuff is,
They're right there.
Yeah. I mean,
Short walk, there's a road to it. Okay? So, I mean,
there's a couple of them. Vision preparedness. I could not agree more. I do think that there will be more of this, whether they're copycats or the real thing. The sensationalizing of all of this gives some people ideas, Livingston, man. And some of these people didn't really need the idea, but they gave it to them anyway. And that freaks me out a little bit. So it was the Black Widow, says Pure Blood. Could be. But it's a big area, and these folks are, they're still in the dark, man. They're still in the dark today, and it could be Thursday before some of these folks see the lights back on. These aren't like, repairs where a tree falls on the pole and you just got to put a new pole up. They have to bring in large pieces of equipment, big transformers. And they don't have like yards full of these things. Yeah, so in some cases, they have to actually repair the one that's there or build a new one.
Or what happened once, I work on multiple properties, but one of them was particularly old.
Okay.
It was wired for a certain whatever. They had to go and find a transformer, new old stock, to call this NOS.
Right.
That was like,
a good size one, right?
What they needed was 1960s vintage and had to go find one.
Whoa.
Or else if they plugged it into the house, I would have bought it.
Holy cow.
This is so when you're dropping in a substation, these things are essentially custom made.
Yeah, they're humongous.
For the load and the amperage and whatever else that you're trying to run from it. These are not quick repairs. And the idea that a couple of gunshots can just completely cripple one and cause millions of damage, in my opinion, is unacceptable.
Yeah.
We're armoring politicians and not like schools and the power grid. And it's pissing me off at this point.
Wow, Tracy said someone found a live grenade a county over doing magnet fishing. They think it's 20 or 30 years old. Interesting. I actually had an experience where I was working on a job, and the guy came into the house to talk to the old veteran. And next thing I know, the guy, Tommy's yelling at the guy. He's like, get out of here, go outside, take that outside. And the guy went back outside, and I was like, what the heck's going on? He said the guy just walked in with 2 live hand grenades in his hand. And apparently they were in a shed from years and years ago. And next thing I know, there's bomb squad and state troopers all over the place. It was wild. Nobody got hurt. And
can't we just throw one?
Yeah, they took a whole bunch of hand grenades out of the place that day. So
what are you doing? No, don't call them.
Yeah, don't walk in the house. Don't walk in the house. Plot twist, it was the local Generac dealership. Yeah, I'm sure they're making a killing down there in the Carolinas today.
You can't count them out. But I mean, okay, and so what if we talked about, what you want to do as this plays out. Watch their response.
Absolutely.
What do they do?
Absolutely. See how it goes. See what's going on. See how long this takes to recover from, guys.
Curfews are in place from 9 p.m. to 5
so that was another thing that kind of made the weirdo hairs on the back of my neck stand up was a curfew, really. So they instituted that curfew. I mean, that's kind of odd, don't you think? I mean, power outages. Have you ever seen a curfew during a regular old power outage?
I don't suppose.
No.
They also don't know who did this.
Correct. And I think that the one in California was never solved either. So
I suppose that going in the perpetrator, I guess, would be considered armed and dangerous, whatever it is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so they're going off that. So okay, maybe, but I'm also noticing a disturbing trend where like U.S. law enforcement seems either unwilling or unable to even like
find anything
out anymore.
Yeah, and I know that the government has offered them whatever help they need. This was really close to a military
from the government. I'm here to help.
And of course, they'll give them whatever they want to see. So we'll see where this goes, guys. It's very, very
It's an
interesting.
interesting
Something to keep an eye on, and make sure that your blackout preparations are in place. If you have rechargeable flashlights, make sure you got them charged up.
As elitist as you want to be about how electricity, gadgets, and every other thing, a grid down situation, and I mean total blackout, will, whether you believe so or want to believe so or not, will change every aspect of your life and every other person who is affected by it.
Absolutely. Your priorities change literally with like the flip of the
This
switch.
electrical world we live in,
Yeah.
wireless everything.
Yeah. It's true. We're so connected.
All gone.
Guys. So connected. NY Prepper's doing that mini series.
Tell me.
The Dark Winter, or the
Dark Winter, is
Dark
that what's
Winter.
called?
Yeah, man, that thing's awesome.
NY Prepper, Dark
Check it
Winter
out.
series. He's
He's
simulating apocalypses.
Yeah, man, because he's got people freaking out in the chat, bro, freaking out. They're like, oh my God, it's going down.
He did a War of the Worlds.
Yeah. So I try to calm everybody down in the chat. It's like, hey guys, it's just a fictional story that NY Prepper is doing about surviving nuclear war. Pretty cool, but his emergency alert message was pretty freaking realistic and got a lot of people freaked out. So if you managed to catch that video, keep in mind it's a fictional story for now of surviving a nuclear apocalypse. That's right. It was Orson Welles at its best. It sure was, Vision. And if you were there, people were freaking. They're like, oh my God, what channel is this on?
The government got involved. They're like, how dare you, don't let you ever do that again, what you just did. And then they were like, write that down.
Yeah.
How do you, Orson Welles and George Orwell, which are Orwell.
Yeah.
So let's get prophetic. All right.
Are they the same person?
No, but in both cases, the government learned.
I'd like to plug our newest sponsor, Rolaids. Thanks, Jay Creature. They've been giving me ulcers with all this shit, man.
Well, Orson Welles and George Orwell both inadvertently taught governments how to do government.
Oh yeah, like crazy. Like it's a playbook now. It's a playbook.
Yeah, they learned the wrong lessons from the story.
Prepper Book Club, NY Prepper.
You missed the point.
Yeah, it was NY Prepper, and his new series is pretty awesome. He left us on a cliffhanger. People knocking on the door, and it was interesting. It was interesting. What's happening, Peaceful Monkey? How are you?
Spoiler alert: it's me and Mike at the door.
Hey, could be. I don't know where he's going with this, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. My good buddy NY Prepper. Check him out.
I just love that he's gonna go down a rabbit hole a little bit, try stuff out, and take us with him and show it off. It's fun.
And he's teaching lessons along the way about nuclear war survival as he goes. So definitely cool. Definitely check it out. It's awesome. Uncle Charlie, what's happening? Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you, my brother. Peaceful Monkey, how's your bananas hanging? They're hanging, my friend. They're hanging.
I only have one.
Busy, but the banana's hanging. Mossy Horn Hunter, what's happening, my friend? So yeah, guys, the grid is vulnerable. We got to keep an eye on that.
It's fucking...
And I think, honestly, the best eyes on those things right now is people like you and I. We drive past these things all the time. If you see some weird shit going on or somebody scoping something out, say something to somebody. Don't just keep it to yourself. We'd all don't want to be sitting in the dark because you didn't say something about the weirdo up the road staring at the power grid, taking pictures.
Livingston man owns 3 national grid workers.
We'll read about him in the paper. But yeah, man, definitely keep an eye out. If you see something, say something. We're all a little safer that way. Honestly,
maybe now's the time,
especially something big like that.
Maybe now's the time to learn about who to lobby for I don't know, better protection for our power substations.
Yeah,
a couple well-placed shots and your ass in the dark, bro. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean it's.
I don't know who to talk to about it, but I thought we was gonna build back better. I thought We just spent like $1.9 trillion on an infrastructure bill.
Yep.
Well, why come my power station ain't got no armor on it?
That's right.
Instead, Cletus rolled up and just was like, Mr. Sharon. Took out the power for 35,000 people.
Yeah.
Pissing me off.
With his 30-06. Could be.
Let's go, Brandon.
Predator Book Club says it was Bigfoot. Totally could be. He's back and he's pissed off. But yeah, man, keep an eye on things. You can't expect the government to do everything. So, very interesting. Why are certain police agencies across the country starting to wear personal radiation dosimeters? Jay Creature, that is very interesting, and I will have to look into that.
Because military and law enforcement only.
Yeah, well, this is...
You gotta flex.
I haven't heard about this yet, so... Rod says AI will steal your girlfriend. You got to watch out for that AI. It's a smooth talker.
Listen, I know that guy. Just a product of his time.
It's true. Vision preparedness, absolutely. You are your own first responder. And
no one is coming to save you, and it's going to get worse after it gets worse.
That's right. We're on the downward slide. The slide is greased, and we are picking up speed, folks. So,
Canyon plunge, baby.
Bolster your preps as best you can. Hit the stores, holiday sales, grab what you can. Use discount codes. Save, and do what you can. That's all I can say. Do the best you can with what you got.
I started thinking about that song we were singing.
Yeah, Livingston Man was on. It was on a roll here tonight. Before this, we're gonna.
Can I get one in the chat if you guys want me to sing the news?
Yeah, he wanted to sing the entire news broadcast for you guys tonight, and I just could not stop laughing. It was so funny. If he wants to do that, he might have to do that one all by himself. Buy the spam figgy pudding.
No. Okay.
No, I'm not doing it.
Nope.
Not doing spam figgy pudding. No.
Angry Prepper and I can most certainly agree. Touch it up, Jason. That spam figgy pudding shit, we on common ground with that. No. That is not going to be.
Oh man, everybody wants the Livingston Man to sing the news.
It was. I had a hard time keeping. It was
hilarious,
I tell you.
Hilarious.
Maybe I'll do it. We got some minutes left, but I'll send you guys off with the fun song we wrote that got us really laughing.
My city neighbor just asked me, do you think there will be an apocalypse? I think I'm being probed. Absolutely you are. You never know.
What he means by that.
He could totally be the guy who has like everything in his basement and he is ready to go. He's been preparing for this since pre-Y2K. He's got a bunker. Talk to your neighbors. You never know how cool the guy down the road is.
The word apocalypse means something like, it's Greek, and it means something like lifting of the veil. It means to like learn something that was previously hidden. It does not necessarily, that word does not necessarily mean utter destruction and end of the world. It means truth will be known.
Oh, look at that. So,
look it up.
There you have it, guys. Spam stuffed chocolate cookies. There's a surprise inside.
Listen, I saw that in the Facebook group. Somebody posted that, and I was wondering about it. And then I said, of all the weird shit that people do with food,
why would
that's
you put
the
spam
worst?
In there? That's rough.
The best you got. Listen, if you make me spam cookies, I'm gonna at least try one. And I'm gonna be like, you actually are pretty fucking good.
Get addicted to spam cookies.
It's called being honest with yourself.
Right? Yeah.
You guys.
That's right.
What's going on in the chat? I'm sorry. Spam stuffed chocolate cookies. Uncle Charlie. I'm hoping he's a carpenter. Who's a carpenter?
Maybe there's a reason he left the city.
If I were a carpenter.
That's right. But yeah, spam cookies? I don't know.
I envy Jay Creature. Not only is he ruggedly handsome, but he's well-traveled.
Yeah.
He's got a story to tell. He claims to have been in Greece. He's fucking Indiana
He's everywhere.
Jones. Is that
He's everywhere. The cave of the apocalypse in Greece. Fantastic. Apocalypse is we all gonna die Wednesday. Yeah.
If you mean casting light on the truth, you are correct.
Sandy, no power for 3.5 weeks. No one is coming. Absolutely prepared, Irishman. Nobody's coming to save us, guys. We're all on our own. And don't give up, man. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just bolster your preps, bolster your defenses. Whatever you can do, you can do. You're going to be as well prepared as you can be. So don't give in. Don't give in. Don't give up.
See, all of a sudden, pancakes and Spam, not an issue all of a sudden, but that cookies and Spam, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, if they're chocolate chip pancakes, right? And you're having Spam on the side, I mean, it's basically the same thing, right?
You guys,
do a Spam roll-up.
Topic for, just to keep us fresh here, but topics for another night, another discussion as we do here. Are there any preps you got too many of? Is there anything maybe you're like, okay, I have about enough of this?
That's Spam is probably the one thing that I have enough of.
You guys got, I have, I won't live long enough to eat all that Spam. It will kill me or I will kill myself.
Too much Spam.
Well, I'm not going to say there's such a thing, but I feel you.
Squid knows the rough life up in the Catskills, man. It's not always easy for everybody. Not everybody lives in cushy houses. Some of us crawled around the woods for a long time and spent some nights in the cold. So it's
blessed be.
Yeah, man, gotta do it. Put the work in, guys. Put the work in. And as always, practice with your survival gear. Make sure your preps are in order and rotate the stock, guys. Rotate the stock. Those cans in the back, they need to see the light of day.
Start cooking
sometimes
it up.
You gotta.
I'm about to make I'm not gonna tell the fam, but that Christmas ham.
I said it'd be a Christmas ham.
Listen, I'm gonna reform it, brother. Can I sing the song so they're stuck in their head when they leave? You guys, the last headline.
He's gonna do it.
Because this is just so much fun.
Yeah.
The last headline, and we read this, it was that the Ukrainian Defense Ministry said they was launching missiles again, my friend. And Zelensky needs about 100 billion.
So keep your eyes on things, folks, and pay attention. Ukraine struck well outside of its borders in the last couple days, and this could be a major escalation of what's going on over there in the Ukraine.
Russian air bases, they are exploding.
Yeah, it's true. 2 Russian air bases were hit. So we got to be careful, guys. We got to be careful. We got to pay attention.
Russian Defense Ministry said that they shot down some Ukrainian drones probe. But the explosion killed 3 military technical personnel and injured 4 others, in addition to slightly damaging 2 aircraft.
That's right. Hopefully we're not on the eve of destruction. I agree, Swerve and Kate.
Unfortunately, it already hit the energy and infrastructure facilities and related emergency power outages. They wrote in a Facebook post on Monday.
We got to do a Livingston Man Sings the News. Absolutely.
Thanks
hilarious.
for having me.
Absolutely hilarious. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here on Totalitarian Tuesday.
To the people that
evening.
just stopped in, wow, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to go all the way back to
you're gonna
Charlie
wanna,
Kirk. Is it really him? No, Cherie Kirk.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to want to
rewind.
Really you're going to want to rewind and catch this from the beginning because, we covered a lot of bases here tonight. But thanks for joining us, folks, man. We really appreciate having you. And check out the links. Check out all the stuff. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow on We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
We all gonna die Wednesday.
Have a great night, folks.